I have two poems. The first one. Life has evolved a problem that has me to stew. Hair grows where I don't need it and won't grow where I do. The crown of my anatomy protrudes into the air, which simply means I stand above the timberline of hair. Down my ears and down my neck I shave my jaw each day. I cut and scrape it where it grows and shine where it went away. Now the second poem. It ends rather abruptly. At my age, I can't remember whether I ran out of something to say or got tired of writing. When I was young, there wasn't much to eat. And at one time, someone left two young, half-grown goats at our property. And they were lovely things, except they had seemed to live only to drive humans crazy. They were on top of everything we owned. Woodpile, haystack, cars, everything else. So that's why I mentioned at the conclusion of this. This is entitled Old Rover. I lost my day one day. I lost my dog one day last week run over by a truck. And while I scraped him off the street and cursed my lousy luck, the neighbors gathered round to watch. They came from far and near, and though my heart was breaking, they all gave a mighty cheer. Old Rover was a good old dog, but with a fault or two. He liked to run around at night and do what all dogs do. The neighbors laughed the time when he dug up my roses red and tore the laundry from the line to make himself a bed. They laughed the time I found a thief prowling all around. Old Rover hid behind the door and never made a sound until that thief was in my grasp, and on the floor he lay. Old Rover held and bit me while the scoundrel ran away. Oh, they will miss Old Rover and all the things he did, the times he barked and howled all night and bit the neighbor kid. No more will he dig up flowers to bury this or that. No more will some sweet kitty become a mangled cat. Oh, they will miss the yellow spots on the white picket fence. Old Rover only meant them as his first line of defense. It's not his fault the fence was on a line we couldn't see. It marked the edge that land he claimed and was the boundary. The neighbors called him vicious, the kids ran from him on sight. But you'd be mean and grouchy too if you'd been up all night, chasing skunks and cats and cars, and doing all those things that made his life worth living, with all the joy it brings. I shall miss that dear old dog, now he has gone away. Nights will now be peaceful, and no more every day will word-bearing officer be cowering at my gate, or raging neighbors pledging me a cruel and early fate. I hope they all find happiness now he has bit the dust. He lived his life in his own way and died as creatures must, but I have not forgiven him, and when I get this road, I'm heading for the countryside to buy myself a goat.